Kristen with the Rogers Public Library, and this week for Quilled Creations we are going to be making a rainbow. So in your packet you will have a new background. We'll be filling up this background all through March, and then you will have a whole bunch of strips of paper in rainbow colors plus some white, and I will show you how to make our rainbow. All right, to begin, we're going to take our red strips. You will have 2 of them, and we are going to cut it into thirds for both of them. And then we'll take those thirds and cut them in half again to make sixths. Now we are going to make 12 red circles. So we will roll up our strip and then let it go. And now you can choose to seal them up or not. You don't have to, but if they are trying to unroll too big, then you can. It's whichever way you prefer. So we're going to make 11 more red circles. Once we have all our red circles complete, we'll just leave them to the side and go ahead and cut our orange strips into thirds. And then we will cut those in half again, just like the red. And then we are going to make 10 orange circles. You will have some leftover pieces of orange, and that is fine. You can use them for something else if you would like. And then we're going to take our yellow strips, and we will do the same thing. Cut them into thirds, and then cut those thirds in half into sixths. And this time we're going to make 9 yellow circles. Once we have our yellow, then we're going to take our green, and now we only have 1 strip of paper. And again, we're going to cut it into sixths. So get it into thirds, and then we'll cut that in half to make 6, and we're going to use all 6 of the green. Once we have all our green, we'll take our blue strip, cut it into sixths again. And then we are going to use 4 of these strips to roll up to make 4 blue circles. Once we have our blues, we will take our purple and do the same thing. But then we are only going to use 2 strips of purple. Once we have all our rainbow colored circles done, we're going to take our white strips and fold them in half, and then fold them in half again to make 4th strips. and we're going to need 10 of these 12/4 strips. So you can set 2 aside. And then for our white strips, we're going to make spirals. So not quite the same as circles. We're going to roll them a little bit looser. And then let them go. And then we actually want a little tail on the end of it. So unroll it just a bit so there's a little tail. And then we need to make 9 more of those. All right, once we have all of these pieces done, then we can finally start to put them all together. So we'll start with our reds. And we're just gonna kind of set them in place to see how much space we need to take up. So you'll just shape them into a little arch like a rainbow. And we can adjust them as we go so that we know about how much space this is going to take up and then how much glue to use. So then we'll just start putting them all in rainbow color order. So orange is second. All right, now we know about how much space this is going to take up. So we can gently scoot it down, which will probably knock some over, but that's okay. And then we're gonna add some glue across the space that we know is going to take up. And then we can move our rainbow back up. Once we have our rainbow back in place, then it's time to make our clouds. And our clouds are going to go, of course, at the end of our rainbow. You can put some glue on the spiral and press it down, and they are going to go around so that the tail of each spiral is touching the main part of the next spiral. So then it makes the illusion of little fluffy clouds. So there's my first cloud. And then we'll add on the second cloud. And then we have our cute little rainbow with nice fluffy white clouds. And that is our project for this week for Quilled Creations. I would love to see pictures in the comments of yours if you would like to share them. And I will see you next week to add another quilled creation to our scene.